Avi Silverberg is a man, and yet recently competed in a women's powerlifting competition where he directly set the record in the bench press in the super heavyweight division. But how is that possible? That's exactly what we'll tell you in this video. So watch it to the end and find out everything about how it came about and what it means for the future of professional sports. Avi Silverberg was born a man, is a man, and also lives as a man, but he wanted to prove something, that trans women have an unfair advantage over normal women in power sports and all other sports. For that, he benched about 370 pounds in the women's super heavyweight powerlifting division. He immediately set the world record in this weight class. And yes, it was a natural competition, allegedly including drug tests. However, this is difficult to imagine, as trans women can also participate here, and the organizers should actually notice through drug tests that they have significantly more testosterone in their blood than the normal women, and thus have an unfair advantage. But let's say it was a competition where there was no testing, and women and men were allowed to participate and inject whatever they wanted. Would it then be equal? Of course not, because even if women had the same level of testosterone in their blood as men, men would still, on average of course, be taller, have a more massive bone structure, and be more muscular as well. The bench press area in particular is an exercise in which men are simply much stronger than women, because while women can develop about the same strength in the legs as men, of course at a similar body weight, men on average are about 30% stronger in the upper body than women. This is also evident from Avi Silverberg, who simply took part in this competition for women and directly set the world record. It was important for him to show that trans women, born as men, simply have a clear advantage over cis women. What's more, in powerlifting, this strength advantage poses no danger to other female athletes. The situation is different, however, in MMA, for example, as well as other martial arts, where trans women can seriously injure or even kill cis women because of their masculine strength. After all, men and women are separated from each other in sports for good reason. Men just perform much better physically. This has nothing to do with sexism, but is simply a scientific fact. These are all things that those in charge of various sports organizations around the world have to deal with. After all, trans people are an integral part of our society nowadays, and are naturally also represented in a wide variety of sports. Should trans athletes continue to compete with cis women, or should perhaps separate competitions for trans people be created? For example, so that everything is ultimately divided into cis men, cis women, and trans people. Although of course trans men and trans women could also be additionally separated from each other. In any case, Avi Silverberg has shown that there is certainly a need for action here. In the end, a solution will hopefully be found that everyone will be satisfied with in the future. That's it again for today. If you liked the video, share it with your friends.